Hello and welcome. Today you're going to hear a very powerful and emotional story. It's about one of the most famous and brave people in the world, Muhammad Ali. He was not just a great boxer, he was much more. Everyone knows Muhammad Ali as a strong and talented boxing champion. But he was also a fighter outside the ring. He stood up for fairness, spoke loudly against racism, and was not afraid to tell the truth even when people didn't like it. Muhammad Ali fought hard against discrimination. He believed that all people, no matter their skin color, should be treated with respect. He helped Black people in America and in other countries feel strong and proud. He showed them that they should never feel ashamed and they should never give up on their dreams. Muhammad Ali often said, "I'm the greatest." He also said, "I'm pretty." He believed in himself and wanted the world to know. He proved he was the greatest by winning many big fights, becoming the world champion, and beating strong opponents. He moved fast, talked smart, and made history, not only in boxing, but in life. His confidence, skills, and courage showed that he truly was the greatest. Muhammad Ali was also very good at speaking. He was clear, smart, funny, and full of clever words. When he talked, many people had no words. He left them speechless. Let's begin the story of a legend, Muhammad Ali. A humble beginning. Cassius Clay was born in 1942 in Louisville, Kentucky, USA. His family was not rich or famous. His father, Cassius Clay Sr., was a painter. He painted signs and big posters. His mother, Odessa Clay, worked as a house cleaner. Cassius lived with his parents and his younger brother, Rudolph. Life in Louisville was not easy for Black people at that time. There were rules called segregation. These rules kept Black people and white people apart. Cassius lived in a Black neighborhood. He went to a school only for Black children. This was normal in Louisville then. Because of segregation, Cassius was not allowed to go to the same places as white people. He couldn't eat in some restaurants, in some shops. He wasn't allowed to try on clothes before buying. Even churches were sometimes separated. Black people were treated unfairly and as less important. Young Cassius didn't understand why things were like this. He once asked his mother, "Why is Black always seen as bad?" He noticed people used the word Black for bad things. They said things like Black Day for a very sad day or Black Mark for a mistake. He began to wonder why Black always meant something bad. One very sad thing happened when Cassius was young. A Black boy named Emmett Till was killed. Emmett was just a little older than Cassius. Cassius saw the pictures in the newspaper. They were shocking and painful. Emmett had been hurt very badly. Cassius felt scared and angry. He thought that could have been me or my brother. This event made him feel how unfair the world was for black people. Segregation made many black people feel they had no future. It made them feel like they couldn't reach their dreams. But Cassius was different. Even as a young boy, he said, "I will be the most famous person in the world." People laughed at him. White people laughed. Even some black people laughed. They didn't believe him. Discovering boxing. At the age of 12, something happened that changed Cassius' life. His bicycle was stolen and told a police officer named Joe Martin that he wanted to beat up the thief. Joe Martin was also a boxing coach. He told Cassius, "Before you try to fight someone, you should learn how to box." Cassius took this advice seriously. He started training at a local gym. He was fast, strong, and had a natural talent. He loved boxing and worked hard every day. Cassius became a great boxer. In 1960, at the age of 18, he went to the Olympic Games in Rome. He was there to box for the United States. He won a gold medal in boxing. In Rome, Cassius felt different. For the first time, he felt free. There was no segregation in Rome. He could go to any shop or restaurant he wanted. He could get a haircut anywhere. He felt like everyone else. It was a new feeling for him. He felt like a real person, not just a black person in America. He liked this feeling of freedom very much. After the Olympics, he became a professional boxer. He was known for his quick moves and confident words. He often said, "I'm the greatest." People either laughed or disliked his boldness, but everyone watched him. One day, Cassius went to a restaurant. He wanted to eat a cheeseburger. He was still wearing his gold medal. He thought maybe now people would treat him better because he was an Olympic champion. But when he went inside, they told him, "We don't serve black people here." Cassius was very angry and sad. He could win a gold medal for his country, but he still could not eat in a restaurant because of his skin color. He felt like his gold medal meant nothing in America. He was so upset that he took off his gold medal and threw it into a river. He wanted to show how angry he was about segregation. He was tired of being treated unfairly in his own country. His feelings against segregation became even stronger after this. He understood that winning a medal did not change how black people were treated at home. A new name and faith. Cassius Clay was becoming a big name in boxing. People loved to watch him not only for how he fought, but also for how he talked. He spoke a lot before his matches. He said he was the greatest. He called himself pretty. He had many famous lines. One of the most popular was float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. His boxing style was also different. He moved his feet very fast. His punches were quick. He looked very light in the ring, like a dancer. He was not like other boxers. In 1964, Cassius had a very big fight. He was going to fight Sonny Liston for the World Heavyweight title. Sonny Liston was strong and scary. Most people thought Liston would win easily. They didn't believe Cassius had a chance, but Cassius believed in himself. The fight happened in Miami. It was a big event. People all over the world were watching. Then something surprising happened. Cassius Clay won. He beat Sonny Liston. Everyone was shocked. Cassius Clay became the new world heavyweight champion. After the fight, Cassius made an important announcement. He told everyone he was a member of the Nation of Islam. This was a religious group that many people didn't know much about. He also said that he had a new name. Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the Nation of Islam, gave him a new name, Muhammad Ali. This news surprised many people. Some reporters and newspapers didn't want to call him Muhammad Ali. They kept calling him Cassius Clay. They didn't respect his new name or his religion. They were trying to insult him. But Muhammad Ali was strong. He said, "My name is Muhammad Ali." He kept asking people to use his new name. He wanted respect. There was a boxer named Ernie Terrell. Before they fight, Terrell kept calling Ali Cassius Clay. This made Ali very angry. During their match, Ali kept asking, "What's my name? Say my name." He wanted to make sure Terrell and everyone else knew his name was Muhammad Ali. The fight lasted many rounds. Ali won. He proved his point. His name was Muhammad Ali, standing up for beliefs. In 1966, something very important happened. At that time, the United States was fighting a war in a country called Vietnam. The government told Muhammad Ali he had to join the army and go fight in the war. Many young men in America were being sent to Vietnam, but Muhammad Ali said no. He refused to go. He explained why. He said, "The people in Vietnam never did anything to me. They never called me bad names. They never treated me unfairly because of my skin color." He said his real fight was not in Vietnam. His real fight was in America, fighting against racism and the unfair treatment of black people. This was a very brave thing to say, but many people in America were angry. They believed everyone should support the war. They called Muhammad Ali a traitor. They said he was not loyal to his country. The government was also upset. They took away his boxing license. This meant he could not fight in any matches in the United States. They also took away his title He was no longer the world champion. It was a very hard time for Muhammad Ali. He could not box for more than 3 years. These were important years when he was still young and strong. Ali also faced the chance of going to jail because he refused to join the army. At first, many people did not agree with what Ali did. People called him bad names. They said he was a coward, but Ali stayed strong. He believed he was doing the right thing. He wanted peace. He wanted justice at home. He was ready to lose everything, his title, his job, his freedom, for what he believed in. He showed the world that he was more than just a boxer. After Muhammad Ali was banned from boxing, things began to change. At first, many people were angry at Muhammad Ali because he refused to fight in the Vietnam War. They took away his boxing title and he was not allowed to box for several years. But as time passed, more people began to think differently about the war. They started to see that maybe Ali was right. When Ali was allowed to box again, many people were ready to support him. He returned to boxing and showed everyone that he was still the greatest. He fought hard and won back his title. People around the world admired him, not just for his boxing skills, but also for his courage. He had stood up for what he believed in, even when it was very hard. Ali became famous everywhere. He was no longer just a boxer. In America, he was a world icon. Later, Ali changed his religious views again. He moved away from the Nation of Islam. After Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the Nation of Islam, passed away, Ali followed a more common type of Islam called Sunni Islam. He even went to Mecca, the holy city for Muslims. Later in his life, Muhammad Ali stopped boxing, but he did not stop working. He started to work for peace and for people's rights. He traveled to different countries to help people. He went to Iraq and helped to free American people who were prisoners there. Ali continued to box until 1981. He retired with a record of 56 wins and 5 losses. In the 1980s, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a condition that affects movement. Despite this, he remained active in public life. One very special moment happened in 1996 at the Olympic Games in Atlanta. Muhammad Ali, who was already sick and shaking from his illness, bravely lit the Olympic flame. It was a strong and powerful symbol of his courage and spirit. Muhammad Ali passed away on June 3, 2016, at the age of 74. People from all over the world mourned his death. He was remembered as a new kind of boxer, fast, smart, and fun to watch. He made many black people feel proud of who they were. He showed the world that it's important to stand up for what you believe in, even when it's hard. His life teaches us to stand up for what we believe in, to work hard, and to treat others with kindness. Ali once said, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth." He truly lived by those words.